Okay, so this next episode is Do you want to give some information about this one first before you?
This is the Gila monster. I'm joking. It's the Gila monster. Little me would be upset, but yes, it's pronounced Gila monster.
Okay. And where is?
They live in the southwest United States and northwestern Mexico.
Okay.
In deserts. They're desert lizards. They're just under 2 feet long.
Okay.
But they can eat anything. Well, prey like eggs, birds.
And this
rats,
is
other lizards, snakes, stuff like that.
This is a reptile.
Yes.
Specifically a reptile. Okay.
It's a lizard. It's a lizard.
Lizard. Okay. And size, living
2
environment.
Feet. 2 feet long in the desert.
Okay.
I already said those things.
Oh, sorry. I'm not paying attention.
My dad's old.
Yeah,
Forgive
I'm a
him.
dork. Just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And so why is it a Gila monster?
Because it's venomous. One of the very few venomous lizards on the planet.
Okay.
The only other ones are beaded lizards, which are very similar and probably very closely related to Gila monsters and live in like the same area.
Okay.
Some live a little more south, even in the rainforests of Mexico.
Okay.
But basically, southwest United States and northern Mexico is the land of the venomous lizards.
And now I know there's a difference between poisonous and
Yes.
venomous.
Poisonous is you have to eat it or touch it.
Okay.
You have to absorb it.
You have to absorb it
Venom
inside of
is
it.
injected.
Okay. Now this, and the reason I kind of bring that up, I guess just from the general knowledge, is that you specifically say that it can shoot its venom like a spitting cobra, or even inject it like a viper.
It can't shoot venom.
Oh, can't shoot venom. Okay,
My
I was
dad
misreading
can't
that.
read either.
Yes, just ignore me. I'm an idiot. Okay.
So it has to chew. It can't
Okay.
even inject. It doesn't have like fangs like a viper.
Okay,
It has
okay.
to chew on its prey to get the venom in from its saliva.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if you don't want, I mean, if it bit you, you might still get some of the venom. But like,
So if it just got on your skin, you're probably fine if you get it
yes.
off pretty quickly.
But if it like impaled you,
Okay.
then go get anti-venom.
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Then again, it's not that toxic. The last recorded death was from 1930.
Oh.
That's not a single healthy adult. Obviously, if you're sick in any way, that can change it. But like,
And I mean, this is only a 2-foot-long creature.
Yeah.
It's probably not looking to.
yeah. Also, it will, if when you first encounter it, it will like rear back and open its mouth. Basically, that's it saying go away.
Yeah.
Even rattlesnakes, they have the rattle to tell you to go away.
Yeah. The rattle isn't to intimidate you. It is to.
No, it is. It's to
well, I mean, it
intimidate
is
you
to intimidate
away.
you, right? It's just to tell you. It's not to say I'm about to eat you. It's to say, look, I really don't have time for this.
You go away.
Please go away.
Yeah. That's the thing with most animals. If you just leave them alone, they'll leave you alone.
And you do say in here, personal space,
Just like introverts.
introverts. And that it's going to be pretty easy to see one because why are they?
They're
pretty easy
like
to pick
black and orangey pink.
up? Okay.
They can camouflage, but since we have human eyes, they're pretty easy to see.
What environments do they live in?
Deserts.
Deserts. So
So-
actually, they might kind of camouflage
yeah,
a little.
but not perfectly.
Right.
Also, another thing. For example, I learned this very recently, actually.
Hmm.
Tigers are orange.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Deer see them as green.
I was just going to say the colors, that kind of pinky orange and black
Yeah.
stripe, may look like sand and shadows and rocks
Yeah.
to its predators because not
And its
not
prey.
every other thing sees the way
Yeah.
we see.
Because, as
Yeah.
speaking of predators, I didn't list this, but like roadrunners can hunt Gila monsters.
Really?
Roadrunners are actually scary. They will grab venomous snakes by the head and like beat them on the ground to eat them.
So those of you from my generation who think that roadrunners are 6 feet tall and can paint a roadway tunnel onto the side of a rock to fool the coyote. Okay.
Yeah.
Roadrunners aren't roadrunners actually only like
Yeah.
a foot
They're
to
like
a foot and a half to 2 foot tall
Yeah.
or something. They're really fast.
But they can eat snakes.
Yeah, they
hunt snakes.
Yeah.
That's like one of the things they're famous for.
they're like nasty little buggers. But
yeah,
they're,
but
but they're
also,
little.
unfortunately, coyotes can outrun them. So.
Well, but that's why they carry around a paint can and put a
Yes.
tunnel on the side
So
of a rock.
they can't outrun coyotes, but they will hunt venomous snakes and Gila monsters.
So anyway, so any of you who don't know what I'm talking about, go watch Roadrunner or Wile E. Coyote cartoons. It's
Also,
when
Roadrunners
cartoons
are
were
brown,
still,
not purple.
and yeah, they're not purple. They're not purple. They're not 6 feet tall. They don't say meep meep.
No.
They can't paint a tunnel into the side of a rock.
But they can kill venomous snakes.
I don't know. They may have been known to order from Acme, though, just to... No, they never ordered from Acme. So anyway, so yes, so their coloration, the way
the Gila monster coloration.
We kind of have to think about when we think of the Gila monster and other animals that just because they stand out to us, we have particular vision not only in how we see in 3 dimensions, as opposed to an animal who might have eyes on the left and right of its head, who doesn't have depth perception. We perceive colors differently. We perceive light and dark differently. So how camouflage means generally that it has evolved to be the best camouflaged according to the prey that's hunting it, not according to you and I sitting at a table in a studio looking at a cell phone. So just something about camouflage.
So the last thing to note is I talk about Gila monsters and beaded lizards, which are essentially very similar to Gila monsters. If you see a beaded lizard, you might mistake it for a Gila monster.
Okay.
Similar. But then the other venomous lizard is Komodo dragons.
Okay.
That'll be another day because it's actually been a debate about whether or not they're venomous, and their venom works in a different way from other venoms.
Oh,
so that will be a discussion for another day.
Interesting.
Also, it's kind of funny that those are the largest lizards and they're venomous, and these are small-ish lizards. They're not puny by any means, but they're smallish lizards and they're venomous. So that's interesting.
And as far as this particular model, you know, and how good of a representation
it's a Safari
is
model. Okay, so Safari Ltd, they make good models just across the board. Whether you want real, fictional, prehistoric, a weird dragon, they just make good models, and they're not that expensive unless they're the really big ones. They're usually not over $20, and they're solid. Like, a kid probably won't break them. Never underestimate kids. They probably won't break them. But, like, they're just good. And they even sell minis. Like, I mean, they have some, minis smaller than most minis. And they're good.
They're still detailed.
And their tubes are good. Like, a lot of the stuff they make is just really good.
Okay.
So I recommend
reasonably accurate. And
I have so much of their collection. Because they used to be in zoos everywhere.
Right.
Zoos, for some reason, have started getting rid of them. Like, the only thing zoos have now is stuffed animals. Which I love stuffed animals. But since every AZA zoo has the same stuffed animals, I'm starting to run out of things to buy. I want to give them money. But yes. But
so if you're a zoo and you're listening, restock.
Bring back the Safari figures. It's only now like Brickfield and Cosley. New York had no toys in it.
Yeah.
Which my mom's like, well, maybe they don't have shelves. I'm the only one that puts them on shelves. Everyone else puts them in bins.
In bins, yeah.
Except like me and like the 2 Safari toy reviewers on the internet. No one else puts them on shelves. We're weird.
All right, so that was the Gila monster.
Yeah.
And I think that wraps up this episode. All right.